I'm Bowling Otter.
And I'm Nitsy Sandwich.
And welcome to the BS.
The Bowling Otter Show.
Alright, we're going to play Firewatch today.
Yeah.
This game just came out. I remember seeing some trailers for it before. It looked pretty cool, some footage.
Little flag.
And I don't know much about it.
Yeah.
So we're going in pretty blind here.
Yeah.
And we're going to just give it a go. So let's pick a new game slot. Okay.
Should we have Yarny sitting here, or is that not appropriate? We were just recording on
appropriate.
Ravel. Not appropriate.
Not appropriate.
All right, I'll put Yarny over here, and then I'll take Cookie.
That's appropriate.
Yes. Is this going to be scary?
Maybe. I have no idea. I don't think so.
Cookie's looking a little rough, guys.
Boulder, Colorado, 1975.
Isn't he looking a little rough? 1975? Wow, wee.
You see Julia.
Alrighty.
Do I, though? I see purple and bubbles.
Maybe she's purple.
Am I supposed to hit something?
Oh.
Okay, hit A. She's about your age, late 20s, laughing with well-dressed professors and grad students from nearby CU Boulder. You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. You approach her.
Oh.
You are drunk.
Oh, great.
So what's your, major? You're pretty. How do I pick?
You sure you could use a controller for this?
Oh, there we go.
There
Okay.
we go. Okay.
Okay, so...
I would say, what's your major?
Okay.
You're pretty's a little creepy. You
Yeah.
can at least try to have some game.
You slur the word major and it smells like Coors. You give an
Ew.
awkward smile. Evolutionary biology, she says, and I'm a professor.
Ha ha!
Cool, you reply. What's yours, she asks. She sniffs the air. Toxicology? Was that a burn, you ask? She says, definitely. Worried she hurt your feelings, she asks if you want to split a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
1 week later, you are Julia's boyfriend.
Oh, all right. What is Louie doing behind us, Matthew?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm hearing all kinds of noises. Now we're in an elevator.
Now we're in an elevator? Okay. All right, let's pick up this backpack.
That's a backpack? It looks like a bass drum.
Yeah, I'm
No.
actually not going to use a controller for this. It clearly is not. Gamepad was an option, but it's clearly not optimized for it. It's still giving me mouse prompts.
Yeah.
So let me go back to mouse.
Tell me we have the sweet-ass orange truck over there to the left. Please tell me that's our car. Yeah!
Yeah, there it is. Look at that orange backpack to go with the orange truck. You date for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great.
Good.
You move in. You share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. You drink beer just about anywhere. Life is good.
Anywhere? And then we develop liver cirrhosis.
Julia wants to get a dog. There's a scruffy, undersized beagle. Julia is in love. She wants to bring it with her to class. There's also an intimidating but gentle-eyed German shepherd. Nothing bad could happen to Julia while walking this dog. It's badass. Well, you gotta get the one that Julia's in love with. Bucket!
His name is Bucket!
You picked up the
We gotta
beagle,
pick the
and she
beagle.
names him Bucket.
We have
yeah,
to.
the one that she's in love with.
Yes, of course.
Bucket's a good dog, and a week later, you've totally
Bucket.
forgotten about the other one. Julia loves him. You love him, too.
Oh.
His name's Bucket.
You see that? It's named after you.
Yeah. 1979. You talk out on the deck. Yeah, you talk out on the deck. It's summer, 9:30 p.m., and the heat still radiates off of the high desert. What do you think about kids, she asks. Kids, they're not very smart or good at much. I'm saying if you and I have some, a couple little idiots.
I say why rush? Did we say how old we are?
No, it just says 75 to 79. I don't think, did it? I forget now. Well,
I would say why rush, just
Okay.
to be sure.
you think so? You think that's what it wants us to go with this?
I don't know.
I don't know if that's where it wants us to go.
You think?
I mean, I think we could do that, but I think it's trying to guide us into this
Okay.
this bubbly, great, wonderful, perfect
I see.
time. You
So
know?
it could be all exploded and
Yeah.
everything. Okay.
I think
All
everything's
right.
just gonna do terribly
Go
at the
for
end
it.
of this
Go for
sequence,
it.
and that'll be that.
Go for
That'd be pretty good.
All right.
In that case, we should probably get married.
Oh.
Yeah, I would like that, you say. These kids are going to be screwed up enough. It's probably for the best if their parents get hitched. You say she's absolutely right.
Well, all right.
Okay.
Look at our little stubby hands. And we have a wedding ring on,
Oh, okay.
so I guess we got married.
Stubby hands?
Yeah, he does. He has little nubby hands. Little
Thoroughfare
stubby
Trail is
stubs.
not recommended for inexperienced hikers. No fireworks. Don't forget to check in. You're in their country. Learn to live with bears.
Okay.
That's
Is this gonna
terrifying.
be like The Revenant?
No, I know. Oh my
I
god.
freaking hope not.
Oh
It's
man.
like this beautiful, like, wonderful tinkly situation, and
Wonderful
then it's
tinkly
like
situation.
bears.
1980. It's a Thursday night, and Julia is 4 hours late. She doesn't call. You're worried and getting angrier by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed.
Oh dear.
She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. You ignore her, I guess. I don't want to get mad.
Yeah.
Getting mad is
I don't
potential
like
for
ignoring
bad
either,
stuff.
but
Yeah, you don't touch each other all night. The next day you feel guilty for being so angry and ask her about her evening. She says it was great. You hold on to a tiny pill of resentment. You make some coffee and go to work.
do we have kids?
1981, Julia still likes to draw. She draws plants from her research. She draws all the places you go. She draws you.
Pose and
frolic
flex
like
like
a
He-Man. You
Sure.
frolic like a Victoria's Secret model.
I guess I'll
Yes.
pose. I mean, you look
You look
awesome. I'm pretty
awesome.
sure that would be the answer no matter what you pick there.
Yeah.
You look awesome.
Look at our stubby hands. Watch. Can you
I
look
missed it.
down? Stubby.
Okay, yeah. Look pretty stubby. Okay. What was that?
What was that? Was that a bear?
No, I think it's a sign.
No, did you hear that noise though?
No.
You didn't hear that?
No. I don't know how I didn't hear it if it was that prominent. Okay.
It was like, ooh. You didn't hear that?
Two Forks
Maybe it
Lookout
was
Tower,
music.
8 more miles still. That's what I think I thought it was, but maybe it wasn't.
I'm still thinking about the bears. I was thinking like, whoa.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried. Wow, this is a really
Stubby.
nice looking game.
Stubby. It is. It's very pretty.
1982. During the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking Bucket at night. There's a festival in town. It brings in folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. Bucket gets kicked. but fuck the dog! Julia yells. She gets flustered and has trouble speaking when she is stressed. You confront the attacker.
Oh.
You beat his goddamn face in. Like, what do I do about this?
I
guess,
don't know.
Guess scare him away.
I suppose. Then he can get you for assault, man.
You scare him away. You reach into your pocket like you've got a gun and threaten to kill him. You manage to scare all three of you. You manage to scare all three of you.
So everybody
He
gets
runs
scared.
away. Okay. Julia asks to take a different path from that day forward. You say, okay. You don't want to go that way either. From then on, you walk by the river.
Okay.
1984. Plans to have kids get waylaid by work.
Oh dear. That actually is a pretty ballsy plan to pretend like you have a gun.
Yeah, it totally is.
And like quick thinking in your head, but would you be like, ah?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or what, like you look like you're gonna pull a gun out of the other dude. Yeah, just totally.
Yeah, and then
shoots
what if
you.
he like waits?
Yeah.
You know, or he has a gun.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's kind of weird.
Anyway, moving on.
Those lines.
Julia gets. Oh, we could have beat the crap out of him, I guess.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. Julia gets offered a job at Yale. Yale is in Connecticut, 2,000
Oh, boy.
miles away. It's a great job. Associate department chair. She wants to move. You absolutely do not. Oh, man. Wow.
You do not. Oh.
Well, man, this is tough. I think I'm inclined to say agree if she commutes back and forth.
That's what I'm leaning towards.
Because I don't want to take anything away from her.
No.
You know, if it's one of those
try.
once in a lifetime things.
Yeah.
All right. Jeez, it's a heavy question.
Yeah.
You ask her if she'll commute back and forth. You don't want to move to Connecticut. She says that'll be hard, but she'll do it if you won't move. You tell her not to pass it up if it's what she wants. She agrees. She flies back to Boulder 3 times each semester.
Ooh.
Eesh.
3 times a semester?
1985, Julia is sent home from Yale on paid leave after having an episode. She lost it on a colleague for borrowing books that were important to her research. She
What?
didn't remember she had happily loaned them to him just 2 days prior.
Uh-oh.
She was found crying in the stairwell. You see that maybe you guys should talk to someone about it. You make macaroni and drink wine and try to forget about it.
Oh.
Well,
no,
I think
talk to somebody about it.
After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, they are worried that Julia might be suffering from early onset dementia. She is 41. Oh, so she's a little too close to home there.
Oh.
You both decide to keep it a secret for now.
Oh.
Oh, that's what this is gonna be. All right. Okay.
Oh.
Buckle up.
Oh, man.
What the hell?
Oh, look at our junk. Is that what we look like?
That was a drawing of us. That's awesome. That's what we look like.
Ah.
Bucket is getting older. Julia comments that it's kind of nice because she gets in less trouble around the house. A week later, she goes back to the university.
Is that okay?
1987, Julia's affliction gets worse. She can't remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car to the next town over for no particular reason and has to be brought home by the police.
Oh.
She is devastated. She's sent home on permanent medical leave.
Oh.
Some days you get the Julia who calls you a dope and your unborn children little idiots. Other days you get a stranger. She pulls you into bed to make love. After 5 minutes, she goes into a panic, believing her dad is at the door.
Oh, dude.
You tell her family they are crushed and begin to make trips to and from their home in Australia to visit her. For a while, your friends come by with little things to brighten the day. She gets worse. Oh man, I didn't know this was going to be that kind of game.
I know.
Wasn't ready for this. 1988. You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Daniel, the nurse. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care, a home. It sits with you for a couple months. Ah, man.
Wait. You spend your days following Julia around the house.
You count the seconds
You
between the
count
two
the
weekly
seconds.
visits from the nurse. So
I
you are worn down.
I
You're worn
might
down.
say full-time care.
If this is something that's just going to get worse.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
man.
especially you don't want it on your conscience that you could have done something, or if they fall, or something like that, and you fall asleep for 10 minutes. It's better to have people on a 24-hour cycle.
Did you see that?
Coming in all the time.
Really?
I've had to push people out the door and say like, go to the movies, go to your parents' house, like stop, because like they won't. They'll lose weight. They won't they can't do it.
This is
and
an
that's
hospice?
terrible because yeah. But that's terrible though because I can imagine being that person as well and not wanting anybody else to take care of my parents or your parents or anything like that.
Yeah. I mean,
You know?
I don't plan to let anyone else take care of my
exactly.
parents.
That's the thing. But having worked in it, I would urge this person. Do you know what I mean? To go to a full-time care
What the hell do
facility.
we do with that? Because I feel
really
like if it
would.
were me, I would probably be determined to take care of it myself.
Yeah.
But this is kind of a different situation than, say, with an older parent.
Yeah, it is.
This is different.
A spouse.
This is a spouse, and it's a rapidly declining. This sounds like Pick's disease.
Yeah,
You know?
it does. It does.
It sounds like just like rapidly declining. Like
Yeah. Matt had an aunt with Pick's disease who was lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely. And it got her a couple years ago, and she left a couple of kids, and it was really hard on his entire family.
Yeah.
And this is right before I met you. I think I met you, and it had just happened. And it was like a really fast decline, and it was very, very sad. So things like this, me having worked in it and you having lived in it and seeing it and all that kind of stuff, so this hits kind of home for both of us. But
I think with these things in mind, just this like the personal experience of it. And not having dealt directly with it, but
No,
close family
you were
who did deal
directly
directly with it.
Yeah.
I would have said, full-time care facility.
Yeah.
There's a point where it's like, what are you going to do?
Early onset.
What are you really going to do?
Yeah, and there's a difference between Alzheimer's and dementia. And if it's dementia, then you need 24-hour care on dementia because it's so, oh my gosh, it's horrible. It is horrible. It's horrible. And it affects everything in your body. And, I had a guy with dementia that all he did all day was scream bloody murder. And, you have to block it. I had 5-6 hour shifts of this guy just screaming like he's being killed. And you just you're like this for the first 3 hours, and he's like, screaming, and you're like, oh my gosh, and you just want to run out, so 24-hour care. I would say full-time care facility.
You sold me on that.
Final
you
answer.
sold me on that.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But that's really hard because a spouse.
I couldn't do that job. I couldn't do that job. I could not do that job. I couldn't do it.
No, but the thing is, oh, wait. But a spouse. And we're only about 41 years old. That would be a really hard decision to make. If I'm going physically capable.
I am going to say, determined to take care of her by herself. And because I have a feeling it's going to force us into doing that anyway.
You think so?
I feel like it will. I really hope by picking this that nothing happens to her on my watch.
I know. That's really what a lot of it is.
Wow, we are so stuck on this. How long have we been stuck on this question?
Because to tell you the truth, yeah, I know. But to tell you the truth, there's a very high probability that something will happen on your watch.
Man!
Seriously.
Oh, you're killing me!
If you're determined to do it on your own by yourself, there's a high probability that something will go wrong.
Just for the gaminess of this, and what I feel like will lead to the most peaceful outcome here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the full-time care facility. Okay. If it was a personal thing, totally different conversation. I have to just go to game mode now.
That's true.
And just
that's
do
true. We've been on this for too long.
Holy crap, we're moving on.
I know. All right.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay. So.
All right, we can do this.
Part 1 is extra long.
I know. Oh, snap.
Jeez, well, I'm so anxious to see where this is going now. Like, this is totally interesting.
Wow.
Like, I just realized all of a sudden that I'm totally engrossed in this.
Yeah.
All right.
But this is an interesting topic, too, because this is something that a lot of people have to deal with.
Yeah. And something I can only assume that the author of this game had to deal with.
Yeah.
Her family agrees with your decision. You find a fantastic place in Boulder and move her there. You see her every day. Then every other day. Oh, no. You go out to the bar with the old friends. It's not the same. You get the feeling that every wife tells her husband, if you ever put me in a home like Henry did, I will cut your balls off. You slowly decide to not see your old friends that much. This is... whew.
Yeah, man.
1989, Julia's sister Susan moves to Boulder to be close to her.
Okay.
She visits her every day. You go with her some of the time. Susan buys you an old typewriter and urges you to use it if you won't see a therapist. You won't. You've always really liked Susan.
Wait a minute.
Oh no, hold on. Months go by, Bucket dies.
Oh!
Julia doesn't remember him when you tell her. Just that right there, I think, made the right decision about the 24-hour care.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes her a minute to lock in on you. In the back of your mind, you believe it's because you see her less and less, and seeing her less and less makes her forget you more, you think. Summer is coming, and you see an ad in the paper for a job.
Oof.
You take it.
I hope he doesn't feel guilt for that. You know?
How can you not?
Yeah.
You know?
I know.
How could you not? Enter the lookout
You shouldn't
tower.
feel guilt, yeah. Oh, man. Jeez. Freaking what?
Yeah, I didn't know I was gonna go to bed thinking about this tonight.
I know.
Oh, jeez. All right. Man, games like this are just becoming, like, ubiquitous.
Yeah, they are. Very much so. Uh-oh. What's in there? Scary things?
And by games like these, I mean games with, like, genuine emotion. to
Yeah.
them. Turn on the power.
Wait a minute.
Hello, Two Forks Tower.
Okay, so we have a radio.
Oh, select
Oh,
dialogue.
mouse wheel. Okay.
Oh, okay. Hello, Delilah.
Hello? Whoever this is?
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah, that's
Hi.
what the guy said on the phone.
So, what's wrong with you?
Excuse me?
People take this job to get away from something. So, what's
Oh.
wrong?
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, right?
That's a great idea. Go ahead.
Look, I just hiked for 2 days, so I don't really follow whatever it is you're doing right now.
You take a stab at what's wrong with me.
Fine,
heck?
then can I sleep forever?
Sure, buddy. Okay, now go ahead.
Okay.
What? You're rebelling against mom.
Okay.
I
Okay.
would say.
You're probably just rebelling against a mom who wishes you had given her grandkids, by the sound of your voice, at least 15 years ago. You come out here and it really grinds her gears and you love it. Can I sleep now?
Well, she also says I fuck immature men, but in my defense, who wouldn't want a 28-year-old with ambition and energy and some fire in his belly in bed?
Me. I'm going now.
Okay.
Just a second, now it's my turn.
Oh dear. Tell me she's
Good
gonna
night. Bye.
guess.
Let's see. I don't know anything about you. I say you got fired from your job and have finally decided to write your novel. That's the sort of bullshit reason you'll find a man out in the woods.
Ha!
Good night.
Welcome to the job.
Oh, so that was whole thing was a prologue.
Wow.
Good morning, Henry. Well, I guess good afternoon. You probably slept like a rock. Anyway, there's still a few hours of daylight to get some work in. I can see you at your desk, so call me when you're ready.
Wow.
Wow, I'm totally into this.
I am
This
too.
is really cool. I'm excited to see what happens.
Wow.
We're gonna end that video there. That seemed like the whole thing was just one big prologue, and now we're at day 1 of
What an
Firewatch,
interesting
whatever that is.
backstory.
So yeah, that was all backstory, and now we get to live the present, I guess.
Wow. Very rarely do you get such a like usually games like this just start like this.
Yeah,
You know, it's like you work here.
this
you know.
sure set the stage.
Now we're
This took
like
a
I'm
lot
really
of time
invested
setting
in
the
this
stage,
guy.
and that's really cool. Yeah, we feel like we know
Yeah.
so much about this character already.
I know,
You know?
I know. Although now I'm like going still back and forth on that decision of whether or not to put her in the home.
Yeah, well, we're living in that world now.
I
You know?
know, I
And it's
know.
funny because they say like you really know a lot
Ugh.
about the character because the character was you. You made the character. You built it here. You made the choices. So you wrote the story.
Yeah.
Very interesting how it set things up. Very
Yeah.
excited to see where this goes.
Yeah,
and
me
we'll
too.
do day
Wow,
1 in
we've
the
been
next
thinking about
video.
this for a while. Absolutely.
All right, if you like this video, please click like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Oh no! 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 Oh no!